It's alive. It is alive. I ended up getting all my scissors out yesterday. This is alive unless you're watching on YouTube. In which case, this was alive. And also, who are you? I love, like whoever's watching on YouTube, like, you're the best kind of people. I wish God made so many more people like you. You're so magical. Whatever you do with your time, I respect. All right. Okay, so I'm doing the journal of me, more or less, an autobiography. Although when I rewatch these, I realize I could reminisce more. Meet me in person. I'll reminisce all the time. Exciting stuff for the week. I probably have to get rid of these pants. I love these pants. They actually fit cute, but they have a stain and they're a cheap material. I'm not wearing this to work. This is an undershirt. The shirt that I am wearing to work, I did steam. It's very wrinkly material, but like the nice kind of wrinkly material, like NYC Co. Like it's almost like NYC Co. or New York Company, whatever, that I don't like wear them so much now, but I did as a teacher, and I also got a lot of hand-me-downs as a teacher that wear this brand, and I will tell you, I could tell it is a more pricey brand. I know from also like thrifting stuff, selling clothes and things, that it's a more expensive brand, but a Wrinkles just like a cheaper brand. It like in a way where I'm like, oh my gosh, like it's like they're trying to make you iron. But so because that shirt is so wrinkly, that's why I'm just wearing my undershirt, and that shirt is over there, so I don't get makeup on it or get it wrinkled, because as soon as I put it on, I'm going to just begin to wrinkle. I'm going to sit down in my cubicle and it'll be wrinkly. If you're in the Doko area, 6:45, I'm going to, and like seriously, I'll probably be there at like 6:45 exactly too, so like, don't worry about being early. I'm leaving work at 6:30. And it's like a 15-minute walk, pretty much. So yeah, I'll be there pretty much exactly. I have a joint. We could smoke before. I don't mind missing trailers. They just make me want to redo Fandango again. It's funny, like, I hope progress isn't linear. I wish it was. Because I feel like in some ways I've digressed. So going to see a movie, like I was like a very independent kind of kid. Like friends would I'd find friends, like they would pop up, and then like still a kid, but like I guess at 9, 10 I got really depressed, and it's just like chemical. It wasn't like I don't remember anything really bad happening to me. I just got really fucking sad. But like after that, I kind of got to be more codependent when I would have relationships with people. I think because like the sad me, like, because like kids, I don't know, I had kid logic, so I was like, why am I sad? I'm probably sad because I'm doing something wrong. What's wrong with me? And then it was just like, that was the rest of my life, was like everything wrong with me, that thought pattern. So when I would have like a friend or a significant other or just like another person, any brother, family, like parents, some other person in my life that I could be like codependent on, I would. And now as I'm talking about this, I'm thinking codependency is not really a bad thing. Like I kind of like to this day prefer, that's what I'm getting back to. So after let's see, so Kobe Bryant died around the Lunar New Year, January 2020, and then COVID started right after. And like by 2021, my life was different. And I had done a lot of work, I guess, inside, different, but like that first part of the work. But I went into that, so I was engaged then. By 2021, January, I was not, and I was really good at doing stuff alone. You know, mask on, mask off. I could go to a movies. I go walk. I would like just walk. I walked the movies. Like I didn't really eat a lot of meals alone, just because of the eating disorder still being super bad at this time. Actually, really, really, really bad. Or really, really good if like I was, you know, the way I thought of it. I weighed a lot less than I do now. But it wasn't, there was lots of health issues too. Like I couldn't, like, I had to be so careful how much water I drank. Otherwise I get a UTI all the time because I don't know, I didn't have enough weight to fight off bacteria. I don't fucking know. But yeah, so I was unhealthy during this time, but I was really fucking good at doing stuff alone. And I would, again, like a kid, I would meet people, and eventually, like, that kind of thing and I still did prefer more than anything to do stuff with my friends, definitely. But I had kind of accepted there'd be certain things that I wanted to do in movies or places. I would just, like, do it alone. And it's eventually led to me doing comedy. So, like, hell yeah, because that's, like, my community now, like, my family. And it's, like, the way I found to create. And I was, I think, searching for a way to create all my life. I was like, it has to be a family, but I just was like, I'm not gonna be good at that. But creating jokes, I guess. Creating good times. I like writing jokes, I think, almost more than creating good times, but damn do I love to create good, and damn do I love to live out damn do I love to live out a good time. It's just, sometimes they're stressful to create. But anyway, I'm back now, and I will say I'll take company over being alone any fucking time. I talk so much. I'm so tired of my own company, but I respect dating myself. I got to, because how could I ever... I was, like, getting so... Like, it's always funny, like, when I edit comedy clips, because I will get annoyed with myself, or I'll be like, oh my god, this is so hard to watch. And it's like, then how can you make other people? You have to do it. You have to watch and clip yourself. At least watching Dress to Kill is easier, because I'm not all of it. And I like my funny friends. I'm funny, too. I just... My voice. Maybe, yeah, I have to maybe, like, think about myself less like I'm myself. Do that, like, inner kid work thing again. Where it's like, forgive my inner kid, forgive my inner teenager. Ugh. I have a hard time forgiving my 20-year-old Amy for spending so much money on college. Speaking of things about my life, journal of me. So yes, gonna go see that. Roast battles on Wednesday. That's gonna be a lot of fun. Highly recommend roast battle. Even if you're not a fan of comedy, like, it's a great gateway to maybe comedy. Okay, you don't even have to be a fan of stand-up comedy to be a fan of roast battle. Although it does start with, like, traditional stand-up, it's not a traditional comedy show. It's like joke wrestling and your mama. And it's different every time. Which I guess, like, a comedy show is too, but it's fun for me because I don't know, I like to watch, you get to know the people. I know them from comedy, but, like, even watching, you get to know people better. I'm going to do eyeshadow today. All right, see everyone in, like, 10 minutes. It's alive. 10 minutes later, like I said, on it today. It's alive and back with more eyeshadow. That's me with more eyeshadow. Me is short for Amy. It's my nickname for myself. Alright, also, things to look forward to today. Henry's Lounge is tonight, but late, so it'll go late, but Henry's won't probably start until 8:30 to 9. But that... Someone took pictures of everyone last week at Henry's, and they were so cute. I love those pictures. We are a goofy gaggle of goobers. I always think a goober is a bad thing. So, no. I guess semantics, though. A silly group of folks, that's for sure. Alright, let's see. So I left off on things that are important. So how important is love of family to me? think love of people is really important, and a lot of like, I mean, a lot of that's how we kind of like learn how to love people. Are um, a lot of the ways we learn how to love is show and receive love is in our families. So love of family is important. Um, and I am a big fan of like, you know, tear down barriers and walls and things that divide us and everyone's family. Like I know not everyone is, but I don't think that's a mistake. I think that's a mistake everyone should fix. I'm saying like everything's perfect. Definitely people make mistakes, myself included. But sometimes like being warm and friendly is a way to help people with that more so than like shaming and kicking people away. I grew up in a time where like a lot of kids I grew up in a time where people getting like kicked out of youth groups. Like I don't know. For it would just be like people would stop a church service to kick out a group of kids, and I'll tell you, those kids usually then did not like. Okay, you kicked us out, so I'll go do drugs now. I think that's a weird. Definitely, those are not people who are in the church. That's for sure now. Um, so yeah, I am a big fan of everyone's family. We all do make mistakes, but there is like, it's like not shame, not redemptionless shame and guilt, like, or like you're gonna hopefully, I'll say as a theory, like I feel shame and guilt all the time over just like nothing, like eating one too many fucking crackers. So like sometimes it's like, oh, I don't need it from, or I won't really need it from other people. Sometimes like even with kids, that's kind of the same thing too. Like they already know they did wrong. You don't need to like rub it in. You don't need to ostracize or kick them out. But then repeat offenses, that's something different. Then I don't know. It's hard. It's people over rules. There's really not like every case can be so different. Love of family is important. I love taking a long time to answer this. What are my thoughts on cable television? So I would say unnecessary, but the other day our internet went out and cable was like the only thing working. So for a moment it was like I wasn't watching TV because I don't like really watch too much TV. Plus I have my phone, but I was thinking if I had wanted to watch TV, my mom was trying to watch something, but all we could watch was cable. So it's good for if the internet goes out. Also, everyone that ever has a DVD collection in that moment too, when the internet goes out. My thoughts on a paleo diet. Is that the one where it's like you eat like a paleontologist? So what is that? Whatever the paleontologist's wife packs them for lunch? Or husband? What are my thoughts on juicing? My thoughts are remembering this thing from, I think it was Impractical Jokers, where they milked an almond. And it was hilarious. But one of my food things for a while would be like almost a chewing phobia. So it's like liquid, big fan of the liquid diet. Although, I don't know, it's something I'm working on. More solid foods. Less alcohol. Less liquid dinners. More solid foods. Lots of sandwiches. I enjoy every one, I swear. What are my thoughts on public polls? I don't know. I should take a public poll. What do I think my thoughts on? I don't know. I never really thought about it. I like Reddit. I think Reddit's a good scoop of the public. You'll get some wackies, but you'll get a lot of like, I don't know. I feel like I've gotten some of the best recommendations and advices from Reddit. Yeah, before Chat AI, we just had a scoop of people on Reddit. This is a Louisa May Alcott quote. I think she's the one that wrote Little Women. I like Little Women. My brother's name is Joe, and my name is Amy. Amy is the littlest of the Little Women. We all have our own life to pursue, our own kind of dream to be weaving, and we all have the power to make wishes come true, as long as we keep believing. Is that rhyming? Oh, weaving and believing do rhyme. That one was a poem. A loom. You weave on a loom. Got some deep shit in there. Yeah, sparkles will make up for being too tired for deep shit. I am happy because sparkles. I'm happy because it's a week of fun stuff. I'm happy because a lot of my life is laughter. I like that. Happy because the weather's getting warmer. Happy because I'm back on fucking live. I miss this. Alright, I'm almost done. I'll do my thank yous. Put on my very nice fabric but so easily wrinkled work shirt. To witness the first wrinkle, which will happen the moment I touch it. It is right now freshly steamed. And again, like, professional clothing should be way harder to wrinkle. We're already trying hard enough to be professional. Oh man, but it is my favorite kind of page. It's just like the Rorschach words, this time for M's. So when someone says blank, you think blank. But getting ready to go. So that's what I'll do next time. My thoughts on different M words. Alright, thank you for existing. Hell yeah, Monday, kick its ass. Thank you for loving. It makes existence so much better for everyone. Plus, like, love beats like all drugs, all hobbies. Yeah. Do something creative or create something. Create something you loved to create. Otherwise, it's like work. We already have to do a bunch of that. Oh, yeah. Oh. I almost can see people. Okay, yeah, I can't even read from there. I wrote something, but I can't read it. I wrote the names of eyeshadow. Shell, yeah. Oh, yeah.